There we go. Oh, baby. Whoa. A little spotted bass. And pointer 78. That's what we like. Well, that's one thing. We've got a mixed bag of fish on this video for you. We got smallmouth, largemouth, spotted bass. It goes to show that pointers catch them all, plain and simple. So that'll work. Let's throw him back and let's catch some more. See you, buddy. Hey, you got me wet too. All right. Well, let's do that some more. Now, when I go to a body of water, and I usually try and spend some time and find out whether it's just through fishing or through local information, whether there's shad in the lake or pond smelt, bluegill, crappie, what the primary forage is. And sometimes you don't know that until after you spend a few days on the water experimenting. But typically, if I can see any bait working on the surface, or if the fish I do catch are spitting up bait, use those little clues to determine what size of pointer minnow I'm going to use. And basically we're coming down to three primary sizes that we're going to use. We're going to use the 85, the 100, and now the 128. And basically those three sizes there will cover the majority of the bait fish we're going to fish in any given body of water throughout the country, throughout the world. So if the bait fish are small, I'm going to key on smaller shad or silver sides, any little shiners like that. We'll probably go with the pointer 78, which really is the most popular bait. I mean, this one, hands down, will probably mimic more actual size bait fish on any lake we go to at any given time. So this is probably where we'll always start. If we're going to go out and want to throw the rip bait, we're going to start with the 78. Now, as we get into a lake where we realize the bait fish are bigger, and the fish maybe graduate up in size a little bit, then we'll probably go up to the 100, which gives a bigger profile of some of the shad and maybe bluegill or crappie in the lake. Then we get into a few scenarios now where the bait's real big, and we're going to fish probably whether some lakes in Arizona or California have a bait called tilapia, or even just big gizzard shad and all that. The pointer 128 is really going to fit that bigger profile lake. Now, this isn't a lure that we're going to go out there and expect to catch a lot of pound to 2 pound fish. A lure like this, we're going to be looking fish in the 3 to 15 pound class. So a bigger profile, a lot of times, are going to produce those bigger fish. But good rule of thumb is always start out with the 78. It's going to match the majority of your bait fish a lot better, and just graduate from there. When you're fishing flats, a lot of times you're looking for just anything different, whether it just might be a little bit of gravel bottom. Oh, there we go. Oh boy, boys. Oh yeah. Feels like a good fish. Oh yeah, baby. Oh boy. Stay on there, pretty baby. Stay on there. Oh, come on. All right. Now that's what we're talking about right there, folks. That is a cold water rip bait pointer minnow bass. We stepped up, went to the bigger pointer 128, and we caught us a full-grown bass. That's what we like to see. So what we're doing is we're fishing a flat. It's got a little bit of a rock break on it. And that's what I was just getting into discussing is when you're fishing those flats, just look for any little bit of a change, a little break, a little rock. If there's grass in the water, fishing the points of the grass, or maybe sometimes they're in the insides of the pockets. So just keep that kind of stuff in mind. And that's what we're looking for, baby, right there. Yeah. What you think about that, kids? Woo-hoo! Catch them like that all day long and be happy. See you, sweetie.
Hey, she got me soaked. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's too cold to be wet. No.
All right.
Yeah.